That, folks, wraps up the 2020 NBA Draft. Stay tuned, by the way. We'll have NBA draft grades coming up later tonight for you guys for every single team here. I am Tom Downey. That is Jimmy Crowther. Let's take you through all of the picks that happened tonight. Jimmy, I'll let you point out one guy from the top four.
I mean, we know about the top three guys, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Williams.
The surprise.
High upside pick, first big surprise of the night, but wasn't that big of a surprise apparently, according to a lot of Chicago people.
Mm-hmm.
High upside, good defense.
All right, so again, Edwards, Wiseman, Ball. Isaac Okoro goes 5. Onyeka Okongwu goes 6. Killian Hayes 7, and my boy Obi Toppin goes 8.
I love the Onyeka Okongwu pick at 6. I had him as my third best player. He'll probably back up Clint Capella, but I think he's a starter in the NBA long term.
Deni Avdija goes number 9 to the Wizards. Jalen Smith, the surprise at 10 to the Suns.
Yeah, I guess the fit as a power forward need kind of makes some sense, but bit surprising with Smith going number 10. Deni Avdija at 9, probably the steal of the draft in my opinion.
You like Devin Vassell at 11 as well.
That was also a great pick. I had him at number 11 on my big board. He goes number 11 to the Spurs.
Tyrese Haliburton goes 12. Kyra Lewis goes number 13. Aaron Nesmith 14. Cole Anthony 15. Isaiah Stewart 16. Same deal. One pick of those 4. Which one do you want to talk about the most?
I love the Cole Anthony fit. I think he goes in there. He can back up Markelle. He can back up Evan Fournier. He's going to play some big minutes in Orlando. I'm excited to see what he does at the NBA level.
Ladies and gentlemen, we were once again the most watched NBA draft stream, and it's all thanks to you guys. We have the absolute best viewers on YouTube. Go ahead and take a victory lap here in the comment section for yourself here. Type in best. Thank you all so much for enjoying the NBA draft with us tonight. We hope you had a little bit of fun along the way as we let you know which players actually went where in the NBA draft amid a chaos-filled trades. I'm looking back. We'll get to round 2 in a second here. As I look at the round 2 picks, all but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them were traded at some point. Wild. All right, moving along here, we mentioned Kyra Lewis and Cole Anthony and Aaron Nesmith and Isaiah Stewart just a second ago. 17 overall. This was the guy you like. I don't like him that much because he's too skinny. Aleksej Pokusevski.
That's all that matters is that OKC likes him, and they get him at 17. They traded up for him. It's the guy they had their eye on. It's the guy they got. Josh Green out of Arizona goes 18 to the Dallas Mavericks. Fills a huge need as a 3-and-D player that can create for himself. 19, SADDIQ Bey going to the Detroit Pistons. A great pick by Detroit to get Killian Hayes and then Bey. And then at 20, the Heat fill a big need at the power forward / backup big man role with Precious Achiuwa going number 20.
Tyrese Maxey goes 21. Leandro Balmero goes 23. And then 2 Denver Nuggets picks, Zeke Naji and RJ Hampton at number 24.
Yeah, 2 kind of upside level picks with Zeke Naji and RJ Hampton for Denver. A bit surprised they didn't go a little bit more win now talent, but it is what it is. Leandro Balmero, interesting pick as he'll probably be a draft and stash. And then Tyrese Maxey, I love that pick at 21.
All right, there were 2 picks I didn't like. We'll mention those. Emmanuel Quigley, 25th to the Knicks. Jaden McDaniels, 28th to the Timberwolves. Peyton Pritchard to the Celtics. And Udoka Azubuike to the Jazz. You did not like those picks. I'll let you go full hater Jimmy here.
Yeah, just to be clarify, 26 and 27. Pritchard, one of the best shooters in this draft. Should have probably gone around 35 or 40. Udoka Azubuike, a huge big man. Not really an NBA level big man. Not sure why you take him at 27 when he would have been available again at 35 or 40. But I like the Quickly pick. It's a bit of they reached a little bit, but I think it's worth it. And then Jaden McDaniels, high upside. I like it for Minnesota.
All right, Malachi Flynn and then Desmond Bane round out round 1. Remember, Bane, the Grizzlies traded up to get him. Late in round 1 to jump the Mavs. You love that pick, though.
A winner. Just a pure winner and a proven shooter at TCU goes number 30. Of course, to the dismay of Mavs fans who wanted him at 31. But the Mavs, another home run pick. They picked Tyrell Terry out of Stanford, an elite shooter, an elite playmaker. And then at 32, honestly, I kind of like the Vernon Carey pick. He's a high upside guy that could develop into a starting center someday in the NBA, but we'll see. And now we go 33 down to 36. The Mavs again down there, but we'll start with Daniel Oturu. Great value pick for New York. I had him higher on my big board. I had him in the 20s. He goes 33 to New York. Teo Maledon to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was a trade. And then the Grizzlies had another pick, Xavier Tillman. And then the Mavs again, Tyler Bey, an elite defender out of Colorado. I love what both the Memphis Grizzlies and the Dallas Mavericks did tonight. I think both of those teams did well. Also, the Thunder kind of going all in on international play here.
We do have some deals for you guys at chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. 25% off. You can rep your favorite team or your favorite player. Luka, Giannis, a whole bunch of options available at chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. That link will be in the comments and in the description as well. LeBron James, whatever big name player you want, they got a jersey for you, and they're 25% off. Head over to chatsports.com/NBA jerseys today. They got a bunch of different options for you guys available. All right, back to the picks here. I'll go in reverse order here. Robert Woodard went number 40 to the Kings. Elijah Hughes went 39 to the Jazz. Saben Lee to the Pistons, and a surprise pick by the Thunder, who went heavy overseas this year. Vic Krejci, who was your number 92 overall player.
Vic Krejci will absolutely be a draft and stash guy, much probably like maybe Teo Maledon, but we'll see. I think 39, I'd point out Elijah Hughes, and 40, Robert Woodard. Love both of those picks. Elijah Hughes can score at any level. Robert Woodard, elite athlete.
All right, Trey Jones, 41 to the Spurs. That one's pretty significant to me, at least. I think that's a very well-known prospect.
Yeah, I think it's a smart player. It's a Greg Popovich kind of player. He goes in, undersized point guard, but kid out of Duke. He's smart. He's good. Nick Richards out of Kentucky goes 42. I didn't love that pick. I would have gone somewhere else, but he's kind of a raw upside pick. Jamize Ramsey, loved it, 43. Sacramento, sneaky good draft right now or so far. And then Marko Simonovic to the Chicago Bulls at 44. Another draft and stash guy. Don't expect him to play for Chicago next season.
All right, Jordan Nwora goes to the Bucks at 45. He was pretty high on your board when that pick happened.
Yeah, but one of the best shooters in the draft. I think he's going to have to make an impact right away for Milwaukee, who doesn't have a lot of depth. So I like that at 45. 46, CJ Elleby, a great scorer out of Washington State, goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Yal Madar, kid out of Israel, probably a draft and stash guy for Boston. And Nico Mannion, sneaky good pick for the Golden State Warriors as they get their backup point guard.
All right, 49 to 52. What jumps out to you here, Jimmy?
In all honesty, I love Isaiah Joe to Philly. They needed a shooter out of Arkansas. They needed a shooter, and out of Arkansas, Isaiah Joe was the best one available, and they got him at a really good value, I think, with the 49th overall pick. Skylar Mays out of LSU goes to Atlanta. Justinian Jessup out of Boise State goes to Golden State. And then Kenyon Martin Jr. from Sacramento goes 52.
Some conflicting reports there, by the way, as to who actually made that pick, the Kings or the Rockets. That pick was originally the Rockets, traded to the Kings, and then some reports of the Kings trading it back to Houston, but that's still very unclear, and there is a internal disagreement as to who actually made that pick. So Dylan says Kings. We'll
Wait,
see.
who do you think it is?
I think it's the Rockets. I'm going Houston. They're going Kings. We're all over the place. There's a lot of misconfusion, but we'll find out eventually.
You know what? You know what team's actually going to end up with him? The G League. So it doesn't matter.
There you go there. All right, back-to-back Cassius I here. Wizards and Pacers, 53-54.
And both good picks, I think. Winston, a winning point guard, bad athlete, goes to maybe play some backup to John Wall. Cassius Stanley, quite the opposite. Not really a skilled player, but an elite athlete, 45-inch vertical, so they go back-to-back. Jay Scrubb, kid out of JUCO, goes to the Los Angeles Clippers. Grant Riller, I had him at 32. He went 56. Good value by the Charlotte Hornets, who took 2 point guards tonight. And then we got 57 through 60.
Reggie Perry to the Brooklyn Nets, part of a trade. Paul Reed to the 76ers. And Jalen Harris to the Toronto Raptors. And then rounding out the 2020 NBA draft, Sam Merrill out of Utah State, one of the older prospects in this year's draft, but a great shooter and scorer. He goes number 60 overall to the Milwaukee Bucks to round things out. So who won the NBA draft tonight? Stay tuned later on. We'll have some grades and winners and losers as well for you folks here. But let me know in the comment section, who won the draft? Jimmy, where are you going here? Who do you think won?
Oh, man, that's so tough. And I have to remember to go back and look at every single player. You know what? I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'm going to wait and make the people that reward the people.
Coward.
Now I'm rewarding the people that stick around a little bit longer, and I'm going to tell them who I think won the draft.
All right, keep your votes coming there, folks, as we'll go to Loop here in just a second.